long no see. Welcome to New York. If you're new here on this channel, welcome to the channel as well. And let's take a short walk in New York, in a snowy, finally winter New York, a real beautiful city in the snow. We will be walking in Central Park today because actually it's the only place left with snow. I apologize, I had a cold. So I was saying that snow started not last night but the night before. It was snowing not as bad as during the snowstorm of previous years, but still quite a lot. And prior to the snowstorm they put a lot of salt on streets, and here near the park instead of salt they use sand. Then the following morning there was hail followed by the rain. That's why a lot of trees you could see covered in ice yesterday. And now a lot of streets are icy, but some don't even have a hint of snow. The only place where snow is still laying is actually Central Park. And that's where we will go in a few minutes. You can tour horses. I hope that they're not cold. And not too many people wanting to take a carriage today because it is cold. It feels like, well, in the morning it was almost 15 degrees Celsius below zero, which is about 0 in Fahrenheit. Now it has warmed up a little. I think it feels like -11, which is like just about 5-7 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm a little scared to go downstairs because I mean down there to the famous bridge, because it's very icy, and even though they put sand on the ground, it's still, like, knowing me, I better walk here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hello everyone. I think it will snow again in a couple of days from now, not tomorrow but the day after tomorrow. This week is a short week in New York and in the USA in general, because Monday was Martin Luther King Day. And so even though, you know, surprisingly, when it's a public holiday, which it is, it's not a floating holiday, it's a holiday for all companies. It's a like national holiday, state holiday, whatever. So it's like on a federal level, which means that on that day, on such days, usually public transportation runs on weekend schedule, and parking rules are not in effect. So parking is supposed to be like on weekend, but this time it was different. Considering nowadays reality, I'm surprised they didn't call it racism, since Martin Luther King is a black guy. Hello. Всем привет. It's very icy here, so you can actually see the difference between salt and sand. When they put sand, it's safer for nature, that's why they did it in the park here, but at the same time it's not as effective as salt. That's why the street is icy. But beautiful views, I should say. Кстати, Антон, твой сон был не в руку, к сожалению. Настолько не в руку, что прям... Ох. Right. I actually hope eventually to get to the park. I'm just trying to find a safe place for me to go there, because I don't want to slide, I don't want to fall, but even the view from here is pretty nice. Plus it's sunny. And here is the view for you to Manhattan skyline. I will start uploading short videos more often now. I have been very busy, so I didn't get a chance to do it before, but I will try to resume it. I don't want to give any promises, but I will try my best. New Yorkers are not huge fans of snow. I think it's more so foreigners that like it. Drastic change in weather. Just last week it was, what was it like? It felt like 15 degrees Celsius above zero. Today same but below zero, so you can see the difference. And I wish it was snowing, because when there's snow outside it feels warmer. Without snow, which is the case in the city where we will go after, and you will be able to see it for yourself, see, people cannot even walk. They're sliding. That's funny. Yeah, so I won't risk it going this way. That's so funny. Yeah, so when the snow is laying on the ground, it feels much warmer. I speak English on this channel, as a reminder. No Russian here, just English, okay? Russian is on a different channel. Gosh, it's so slippery. It's not very safe, but it's funny how people walk. Also sliding. Yeah, I better go through the city on the way back, because I don't know how it will be when I go down the slide. And plus I'm wearing heels because I'm such a quote-unquote smart person. Gosh, it's so slippery. I think we will go to the road soon where it's not as icy, and since the sun does not hit this part of the park as much, it's more icy than over there. The main thing is not to fall slippery today. Oh yeah, but as I said, I'm wearing heels, which was not as smart, not so smart from my side, but oh well. Well, I actually didn't expect a stream today, but the sun came out, and then like, with the beauty of the snow, maybe it's a good idea to finally come to this channel and do a live stream. Gosh, it's still slippery. See how people are walking. Small steps, baby steps. That's exactly what we see in the street now. Very slippery. It's all ice. Skating rink. The famous skating rink of Central Park. God, it's slippery. If I miss some comments, I apologize. I have to look under my feet from time to time. So, the news of New York. All Christmas and New Year's decorations are now gone from everywhere. Just a couple of, maybe 3 days ago, they took away the Christmas tree, the main Christmas tree. And how was I supposed to cross here? The main Christmas tree of the country. This year it stayed longer than previous years, and where they had a projection on Saks on Fifth Avenue, they left what the projection was on, so this like circle with flowers. So if you guys check my channel, you know what it looks like, and I might post it here again. And they just left it, so there is no projection, there is no show anymore. But Christian Dior, they still decided to leave that thing on Saks. Maybe until next year, maybe for a while. Look at this beautiful view. No, Anton, as I said, I have heels, so I mean they're pretty stable, but still not very comfortable in such weather. not very thoughtful of me, but as I said, I didn't expect that I would be streaming today. And streets where we will walk after the park are completely dry, so it's definitely safe there, at least in Manhattan. In New York, and yeah, mostly in New York, you hear more Spanish speech than English speech. That's why even like in subway, a lot of announcements are in Spanish in addition to English. Okay, well, here is pretty dry, which is good. The wind is so cold. Look at this beautiful view. Poor squirrels, I wish I had some food for them. It's very interesting to see trees that have green leaves or bushes, as here, and snow laying around. I hope it won't do any damage to them. Wow, the squirrel is like such a jumper. Crazy squirrel. Both of them. Hello Maria, good to see you. I think that the only people here now are those who don't have English as their first language. I wonder if any English speakers actually want to see these streets. The sun is shining well, it is light and the snow is on the ground, and yes, it reflects, the sun is reflecting from the snow, it's beautiful, and when it's not slippery, it's very, very nice. I'm trying to avoid slushiness and slipperiness where it's slippery. I just hope the wind will calm down because it's so cold and whoa. Yeah, it's snow falling. But I do think that it will snow snow more, and there will be bigger snowstorm hopefully tomorrow. Gosh, it's cold. Regular cars are not allowed to ride in Central Park as of several years ago, but the cars that you see here are service cars. Those can still be here. Kevin, well, hello. Hello. Honestly, I did not think it would snow this year in New York, but I really hoped for it, and I'm very happy it did, because as I was saying, New York looks absolutely amazing with weather like that. In other boroughs in New York, of course, they put a lot of I would say protection, what protects people from falling on the ground. That's why you don't, like, as I said, the only snow that you can see now is pretty much in Central Park, maybe in some other parks, but not in the city. And in other boroughs such as Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens, of course, there is more snow. Okay, I'm walking very slowly, very carefully, very cautiously, because it's extremely dangerous. Kevin, you know that I stream on a Russian channel mostly, because as you see, feedback from there is much more, I would say, active that people get engaged, people write comments. That's why I'm just watching whether live streams are interested for English speakers, and if not, I will be just uploading shorts to this channel, and I will be doing live streams on my Russian channel. So I'll just judge from this stream during live and as it goes live, as well as after. If engagement is not as high, then I will mostly put shorts videos on this channel. I know that, well, I actually originally created this channel because a lot of people who watched me on Periscope before, who know what I show, how I stream, they were asking me for a channel in the English language. But now that I have created it, now that I am streaming here, I don't think that people really engage in it as much. На улице сейчас минус 11 по ощущениям. It's very cold. So few people outside because people, I guess, in addition to being at work, they also don't like to be outside in such cold weather. But with the sun shining, with no clouds being on the sky, even though it's cold, it's very beautiful as well. So if you dress appropriately, you can take a nice walk in the park, just like we are now. And we're headed now to Bethesda Fountain, the famous fountain created by actually LGBT, which is very popular nowadays. Lady who is buried in a cemetery here in New York. The cemetery is called Greenwood, and her family was the one who was involved in politics. That's why the architect of this fountain, she didn't get this project for nothing. She got it, as we can now say, through connections. But it is a landmark, a very beautiful landmark of New York, and I think that she did a great job. Привет, Михаил. And if no English speaker, in addition to Kevin, writes anything by the time we get to that fountain, then since there are more people who speak the Russian language who are watching it, I think it would make more sense for me to switch to the Russian channel, unfortunately. But I'm judging, guys, by your activity. Certified quality, hello. We have just a few minutes before we reach that fountain and the Paris. I'm surprised there are no snowmen. Look how beautiful. Look the other side. Wow. So pretty. Or what I can also do is I can just take pictures and post them to Instagram later. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. Okay. So pretty in the snow. sun, it looks just magic. It is nice, just very cold. It's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit today. I'm not a fan at all of Fahrenheit. I think it's weird that America has that system. I think the only country in the world that does, actually. But it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels like 5 degrees Fahrenheit right now, maybe 7. And with the wind, it's pretty cold. And in Celsius, it's minus 11. Well, it feels like minus 11. As I've always said, in New York, it's important, and just like everywhere else, not the actual temperature, but what it feels like. So slippery. I'm surprised that they didn't put any like salt or sand here. I understand it's good for nature, but then don't allow people to walk here. It's not safe. I mean, who will be responsible? God forbid something happens. The park? The wind is blowing different directions now. I'll be posting videos what it looks like when it rains with hard wind in New York. It's crazy. And the umbrella will be to the trash. I have 3 of mine go to trash just one night. And they're like clothes, like the $5. God, it's like a skating rink. Why did I have my shoes instead of skates? Oh, well, because I don't know how to skate. And there is now frozen fountain in Bryant Park. I will also be posting that here. Okay, I see that engagement of English speakers is very low. There are just 2 English speakers here from what I see. So I won't bother you with my streaming. I'll just show you that one fountain, which I mentioned earlier. And I guess I will be switching to the pictures or to a different channel. God, it's so unsafe. And here it is, Bethesda Fountain. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short stream. If you guys want me, that's what I'm addressing to English speakers. If you are interested in live streams, please leave comments under this video. If you are more interested, if you don't leave comments, I will just be posting shorts here, and we will not be doing live in the English language. But you can always join my Russian language. I'm a Russian language channel. I'm there more often now, and if you write something in English there, then you know that that's the language in which I respond. Talk to you later. See you later. Have a great day.